Hello, everybody. You're on the mic. And today we're going to look at something a little lighter in nature here. We're going to look over, through at least through some cartoons, history, some, TV, television animation, and look over back to the voices of Batman. I did an episode a few weeks, maybe a couple months back, of the Voice of Superman, where I went through and kind of talked about some of the people who voiced Superman over the years. Well, now we're going to talk about those who voiced Batman over the years. So, without no further ado, let's get started here. So, first off, we venture all the way back to you know the late. Well, basically, so the first person that I want to talk about is now, mind you, I'm not exactly how to pronounce this name due to the fact it's kind of spelled. His first name is spelled Olan, last name spelled Soule. If anybody knows exactly how that's pronounced, I'd always appreciate it. But I pronounced it as Olan Soleil. Olan Soleil was probably the first person who most notably voiced Batman in a number of cartoons and animations throughout the 70s, throughout the late 60s into the early 70s. Of course, Olan would first take on the voice role of Batman as part of the The Adventures of Superman cartoon, in which it was paired up with Batman and with the Boy Wonder um, segments as part of the Superman Batman hour in 68, 69. This is, of course, was also the first time that Olan was paired up with Casey Kasem as the voice of Robin the Boy Wonder. Um, and they would continue this partnership well into the from 1968 all the way up to 1983. Um, and in between that time, of course, Olan would reprise the role of Batman in a in some animated educational shorts for Sesame Street, as well as they would reprise the role in a couple of capers from a couple of capers from Hanna Barbera's Scooby-Doo, the new Scooby-Doo movies in 1972, in which Batman and Robin would guest star on the dynamic Scooby-Doo affair and the Caped Crusade caper, um, in which Olan and Casey Kasem who also voiced, aside from voicing Robin, of course, also voiced Shaggy in the late 60s, early 70s Scooby Doo franchise, um, would, of course, reprise their roles in the new Scooby Doo movies. Then in 1973, that's when Olan would start to voice when Olan would voice Batman and Casey would voice Robin in the Super Friends franchise, in which they would voice those roles through from 1973 until 1983, from the Super Friends, the all new Super Friends Hour, Challenge of the Super Friends, World's Greatest Super Friends, and of course the Super Friends The Lost episodes of 80 to 83. However, in 1984, Adam West, who had portrayed Batman in the 1966 to 69 camp live action Batman series, would take on the role of Batman in the Super Friends, the Legendary Superpowers franchise, and the Superpowers team Galactic Guardians. Of course, Olan would still continue on the show, um, switching over to voice Professor Martin Stein in the Legendary Superpowers show as the basically the conscience and partner of Ronald Raymond Firestorm. Um, Also, from 1977 to 78, Adam West and Burt Ward, who portrayed Batman Robin in the live action, as I said in the live action series, would voice Batman and Robin in Filmation's The New Adventures of Batman, um, while HB aired on ABC. The New Adventures of Batman, which also featured Batmite, um, aired on CBS and featured, of course, would air on CBS, while the Hanna-Barbera's production, Super Friends, was airing on ABC. Then, as we get into the 90s and 2000s, that's when Kevin Conroy took on the role of Batman. He would portray Batman from 1992 through 2006. Throughout the DCAU portrayals of Batman, which would include Batman the Animated Series, which was the first series of DCAU. He would guest star on Superman the Animated Series that ran from 97 to 99, and a few episodes that include World's Finest, based on the comic of the same name, in which featured the pairings of Superman and Batman, Nighttime, and the Demon Reborn episodes. He would also Kevin Conroy would also provide the voice of Batman in the continuation of the Batman animated series cartoon, the new Batman Adventures, as well as portraying Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond, in which he would take on a protege, Terry McGinnis, who became the new Batman, and of course would be involved in the Zeta Project and Static Shock episodes, in which he would guest star on those, as well as the Justice League cartoons of Justice League Limited of the 2000s. Also, Adam West would reprise his role as the Cape Crusader in the Animaniacs episode Boo Wonder. Let's see. In the 2008 to 2011 Batman Brave and the Bold, Batman the Brave and the Bold cartoon based on the comic book series of the same name, Batman was voiced by Dietrich Bader, and the series as well as the comic book series featured Batman teaming up with a number of other DC comic heroes, usually some of the lesser known ones like Blue Beetle and Jonah Hex. Then from 2010 to 2013, in the Young Justice animated series, Batman was voiced by Bruce Greenwood, who would also play the role in the animated film Batman Under the Red Hood. Let's see. In the 2012 New Titans short, Kevin Michael Richardson provided the voice of Batman in his appearance in the 2012 short Red X Unmasked. Kevin Conroy would then reprise role of Batman in Teen Titans Go. And that's all of the major ones. He's obviously over the years has basically been um, he basically so basically primarily Olan Soleil and Kevin Conroy are probably the two of the most well-known actors to have voiced Batman in animated series. That's basically what it came down to. Olan Soleil basically from the late 60s into the early 80s, from 68 to 83, and then of course Kevin Conroy, in the 90s and 2000s. So with that, all that being said, let's move on to the next segment, which is this day in Nietzsche history. Okay, so let me find. Okay, so first off, on this day, today being June 19th, 2020, let's take a look and see what's happened on this day in Nietzsche history. First off, we go back 15 years to 2005, in which we come to the TNA Impact Zone in Orlando, Florida, on this date where they hosted Slammiversary 3 on this date in 2005, the third anniversary of TNA Slammiversary on this date. In the main event, Raven outlasted um, NWA World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles, as well as Abyss, the Alpha Male Monty Brown, and Sean Waltman to win the NWA World Heavyweight title in a King of the Mountain match. That was the main event of the night. Also on the card, um, Christopher Daniels retained his title, staving off the challenge of Chris Sabin. Christopher Daniels retained the TNA X Division Championship in a three-way elimination match, staving off the challenges of Chris Sabin and Michael Shane. Also on the event, the Naturals, Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens, retained their titles, defeating the Team Canada duo of Petey Williams and Eric Young, as managed by Scott D'Amore. Also on the card also included um, America's Most Wanted, defeating the tandem of Three Live Crew, BG James, everybody knows him as the Road Dog, and Conan of Three Live Crew. Samoa Joe defeated Sanjay Dutt. Ron Killings beat the Outlaw. And Shark Boy won a six-pack challenge, defeating other X Division competitors, including Delirious, Elix Skipper, Gerald Clark, the master of the 630 Splash, Amazing Red, and Zach Allen. So on this date in 2005, Slammiversary happened in TNA 15 years ago. Moving ahead 1 year later to 2006, the um, anime adaptation entitled Joshiki Kosei Girls High, known as Joshi the or Girls High, a comedy manga series. Anime adaptation Joshiki Kosei Girls High would finish its anime run um, on this date in 2006, 14 years ago. Okay, so anyways, as I said, on this date, 14 years ago, the anime adaptation, the anime Joshiki Kosei Girls High, finished its run um, on this date in 2006. Also, on this date in 2013, DC Comics, through their Vertigo imprint, would release the debut issue of 100 Bullets Brother Lono, continuing the Brother 100 Bullets saga. The Brother Lono story debuted on this day in 2013. So, with that all being said, so now, as if you guys want to check the links below, I'm promoting a petition to try to get Vic Mignogna invited to Anime Matsuri this year. Again, for a second year in a row. You guys want to sign it, even if you're not going, just to help them get there and show them that people want to see them there. Um, Also, if you guys want to contact me directly, my Discord handle is in the links there. If you want to want to contact me directly, you can direct message me. Check out the Discord and join if you'd like. Um, Also, I'm still promoting a bunch of different dub companies, and I'm still, of course, promoting the GoFundMe. If you guys, never feel like you have to donate. If it's on your heart to do so, and you have the means to do so, please consider donating. If you've already donated, please consider donating again. And if you can't donate, you can still help out the cause by sharing the link. Because sharing is caring. You never know. Maybe somebody in your circle of friends may want to help out. And if you guys like this content, I please ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Um, I always look forward to the conversation with you guys as long as it's somewhat respectful. And in a little while here, because I know I'm getting to this a little late, don't forget today also is the premiere of Voices Big and Small. This week I'm highlighting Emily Bauer, New York based voice actress, who of course his most notable role is as Dawn from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, then I will see you on Monday. Bye.